Okay, this is section 8.3, part 2. And here's another problem that I want to solve. I want to solve for C. I want to know what C is. And it's similar to the one I just did in the previous video. So I want to find out what the solution to C is. So I've got 5C plus 3 equals negative 2C minus 25. So again, I'm going to draw the line down the middle, just like Dr. McGathy did. And again, we can start wherever we want because we've got C's on both sides and numbers on both sides. So, where would you like to start? It doesn't matter. Like I said before, I like to start with my letters. So I'm going to, how do I get rid, or I'm going to start over here. How do I get rid of 5C? What will undo this 5C, adding this 5C? So I'm going to subtract 5C. And I could have added 2C to both sides. That's all going to come out the same in the end. So this 5C minus 5C is gone. So this is 3. And do we remember what happens when I'm adding two negatives together? It's going to be negative, and we're just going to add a negative 2C and a negative 5C and get a negative 7C. So now this side has more, and I want to get rid of the minus 25. I have numbers on both sides. So I want to get rid of this minus 25. So I'm going to add 25 to both sides. Okay. So these are going to go, and what's 25 plus 3? It's 28. And I'm going to bring this negative 7C down. So last step, we're always going to divide. So here I need the C by itself. I'm multiplying by negative 7C. So I want to do the opposite. And I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7. So these cancel out. What's a positive 28 divided by a negative 7? A positive divided by a negative is a negative. And 28 divided by a negative 7 is negative 4. So be careful of the sign. C is negative 4. Okay, let's try getting a little bit harder. Last one. Okay. Here's problem number 5. So I want to solve for y. I've got 13. Whoops, let me bring this down a little bit. Sorry about that. I want to solve for y. 13 times y minus 7 in the parentheses. So do we remember section 7.3? We want to use the distributive property here, right? And if you need to go back, I know I did a video, it was section 7.3. So remember, I'm going to multiply the 13 times the y and the 13 times the -7. That's what the distributive property says. So 13 times y is 13y, and 13 times -7. Let's see what that is. 13 times -7. Let's see. I get -91. Okay. Whoops. So after I use the distributive property, I've got 13y minus 91 equals -39. So I'm going to put in my line down through by the equal sign. This side has more, and I've got numbers, negative numbers on both sides. So I'm going to start over here on the side that has more, and I am subtracting 91. So what's the opposite, or what will undo -91? We're going to add 91. Okay, and these 91s cancel, and I'm going to bring this 13y down. Okay, and I've got a -39 and a +91, so whenever I have a positive and a negative, I want to subtract. So 91 minus 39, I'm going to borrow. This is 11 minus 9 is 2, and 8 minus 3. And it's a +52 because there's more negatives with the 91 than there are with the -39. So I get 13y equals 52. I need to do what here? Because the 13 and the y are being multiplied, so I need to do the opposite, and I need to divide both sides by 13. So the 13s are going to cancel. And punch in if you need to, 52 divided by 13. And that's just 4. So my answer, final answer is y equals 4. So I hope these help. I tried to do one of each from 8.3 homework. So let me know if you need to see more or if you need any other help.